Okay, and recording.
Hello, welcome everybody to a new Let's Play of Gamedec, a game that I've been looking forward to a lot. I'm Branwen, and I'm here with Thrith, and together we are extant.
Yes, we exist. Hello. Um, any game. Ooh.
It's a strange profession, game deck. You're neither a player nor a detective. You know the rules and how people break them. How they leave a digital trail. And there is always a trail. A flaw in the source code. Backdoors used by cheaters. Anonymity skins, used to cover up unpopular activities. All can be found. All can be traced. With a lot of skill and a little bit of luck. Sometimes more than a little. Because there are surprises, even for a game deck. But in the end, you keep your eyes on the prize. This is my story. What's yours?
Oh, I'm so glad at the end there. For a moment, I was worried it was going to be we're stuck with the male protagonist.
Oh yeah. That was quite loud.
Yeah, that's a thing I've noticed with new games, especially when we do first experience playthroughs. It's like the first thing you have to do is, oh, sound turn down, go please.
I also just want to say hallelujah.
Yeah.
Pronouns.
Oh yeah, yeah. Unfortunately,
No!
there's no they.
You were so close.
That's almost standard now.
You were so close.
Uh,
Why? Low city, high city.
those only the only two that we seem to have.
Self-direction, stimulate. Hedonism, achievement, power, security, conformity, tradition, benevolence, universalism. Huh.
I mean, conformity is a no.
No. Alright, self-direction. Yeah, not really.
And we don't know what those stats mean. Stimulation, so-so. It's kind of neutral to me, really.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a thing I dislike, but it's neutral. It's not doesn't really stand out.
Oh, the numbers there are changing.
Yeah.
When we change things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that this is our current our beginning stats, but I don't know what those mean.
Well, I'm going to take a crack here. I think we have physical force.
Okay.
We have intuition of some sort, maybe perception.
Yeah, it's a light bulb. That makes sense.
Investigation is the puzzle piece.
Yeah.
And
Empathy?
It's possible. It's possible it's empathy or charisma. Yeah, power. That is the fight stat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, benevolence kind of goes into my playstyle. but and this is you
Yeah.
playing it. I,
So,
benevolent.
universal.
I'll correct myself. Benevolence describes how I behave in games.
Yeah.
My playstyle tends to spread points out. Go on.
Yeah. No. The thing about stimulation is that, oh no, that's physical. All right. So hedonism is interesting because it gives you 2 points in intuition and puzzle solving.
Yeah, it's not
Um,
particularly good at dealing with people if that green heart is dealing with people, but
yeah. Uh, I do not like anything that gives me stats, physical stats. That's not.
I,
That's not me, man.
yeah, I mean, we're not likely to be. It's not likely to be actual physical strength, is because we're likely to spend most of this time in the game world. But who knows?
I hate that conformity is investigation and charisma.
I really hate that.
Tradition.
I'm less problematic. Is tradition is less toxic a term than conformity?
So I think we're going with benevolence. It's not my favorite thing in the world because I would like some perception, but
Uh, benevolence or hedonism, I like the stats for.
yeah, it is good. But I like talking to people.
Yeah, no, and we can spin up. Hopefully, we can upgrade our stats.
Yeah, I mean we definitely need more in in observation stuff.
Right.
See, the thing, yeah, it's can be rough. So let's.
Okay. There's the noir outfit.
I like her a little better.
Yeah. That looks really cool.
Hmm.
Not terrible, no. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The top row, the coat is just rather boring.
Yeah. I'm just going to take a quick look at the guys for for completionist sake. I know we're not going to actually. That coat is so Blade Runner.
Yeah. I was thinking Decker.
Yeah. Whereas these guys are more Fifth Element E.
Yeah. I like the vest there, the mini vest.
Yeah.
The 3D goggles I'm not too thrilled on, but
Hmm.
the costume, the outfit,
Yeah. 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 I'm not.
I like the these two here that the first and second one on this line.
Yeah.
That's not bad either.
It is not. Sorry, I don't generally play. I don't generally play characters with that have like of African descent.
Hmm.
That's just because I am not of African descent.
Okay.
I don't. I don't feel like I can play someone with that experience.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So I don't generally go for something like yeah. I have very complicated feelings about whether or not you should try and portray that. I
I
don't have the same issue with Asian characters, which is on me a
yeah.
bit.
I mean, I like stretching myself to make sure I play different culture types, but I don't really play the culture. I don't try to tell that story.
Yeah.
The story I end up telling is basically me, kind of trying to pass, trying to the neurodivergent thing.
Yes.
So
Understood.
I tend to be outside of cultural expectations anyway.
That being said, I think what do you think? I think I will bounce between these two forever.
I would go with the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we
Uh,
should change the name because I don't think we want to be named Gamedec.
yeah. No.
Okay.
My standby.
That seems good. Yep.
Really.
The unofficial name for the highest levels of a polis, high cities feature walking platforms, flying junks, and the densest networks of new mobile routes. It's become customary to believe that the high cities end at the level where the highest reaching routes of the public transportation tubes are located. Hmm.
I
Okay,
didn't remember why I had to become a game deck.
that is a good piece of art there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, this game isn't arachnophobe safe, unfortunately.
Why?
There's a spider drone on her hand, Trith, and she
Oh,
has a spider necklace.
I did not notice. Okay, got it.
Oh dear. Okay. Sorry, you were saying before I start reading the.
I was just saying I really like that piece of art.
Hmm,
And it's
yeah,
a
it's very
very
nice.
nice and pretty graphics style. I like the people in the background walking
Yes.
along the paths.
To choose a dialogue option, left click on it or press the corresponding number key. See the history of your current conversation. Click the arrow at the top of the dialogue window. Oh.
I always like that. I hate it when you miss a dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
At some point, I must have decided that it was a reasonable way of making money. Then I just got used to it.
Recall career?
I solved numerous cases, so people started to believe I was credible, and credibility was crucial in my line of work. Pretty much everything can be falsified, but you can't fake credibility.
Um sorry to say.
Yeah, no, Trump! Sorry, something in my throat there.
Yep. Uh
Games, besides being my workplace, also became my second home. Did I ever play for fun? Yeah, sometimes I did.
look around.
I was surrounded by the real world, that is, Realium. I could hear Warsaw City humming outside the window. I lived in the Tower Stone in Wola.
When they were doing the run of the different game settings, I didn't notice that there was a somewhere in the bottom corner a list of what the name of the game was. Unfortunately, until late, I got like Knight's Code and Twisted and Perverted, but that's about it.
It was the end of the 22nd century and people were crazy happy. Kidding. Some were, some weren't. Which group did I belong to? I wasn't sure.
Hey, that's one of us. Um,
Okay, so one, pausing the game for a moment. Pausing narrative and everything for a moment. Couple of things about this room.
mm-hmm. It's huge.
It is huge. There is also a picture of it. Well, no, not a picture. That is the picture of the demon entwined with an angel
That's
that
cool.
you will see everywhere. I believe that's. I don't know if it's Vallejo or Christos Achilles or I can't remember if it's either of those, but it's that sort of era.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Um, yeah, we've got. From the look of this room, I don't think we spend a lot of time here.
No, I mean, there's a absolutely massive bed.
Hmm.
Um, there's the two chairs over here that might be. Do you have meetings with people in this room?
No, I doubt it. I think that's somewhere to look outside. Something tells me that this place comes furnished.
That makes
Um,
sense. Yeah.
like we are having, the our character is having the vagues about who they are, which is kind of cyberpunk code for oh we're a replicant or we're an AI or something. Um,
Yeah, it is very, very much so, isn't it?
yeah. That being said, like that, I hope they. I won't mind if they do that, but if they do that, it's going to bring comparisons to Blade Runner, and
Yeah.
you don't want to be that's a very high bar to set for yourself.
It's like Blade Runner, but if you were on the robot side.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, you mean the sequel to Blade Runner?
Or no, that's apparently what the creator of Detroit Becoming Human said about the game.
Oh God. Oh, he's anyhow. Another little detail that I would just like to point out. Sorry, two details that I would like to point out in this scene. You've already pointed out the people in the background, so I don't need to. But ray tracing on the like such a cool little detail here.
Ray tracing is a term I've heard, but I don't know clearly exactly what it is.
It's the lighting. So you have a light emitter out this window. Um,
Oh,
and these objects have been set to block that light.
oh, I see. Yeah, and then you have the thing bouncing up and down,
Yep.
and it's adjusting the shadow. Yeah, that is a nice little detail.
Now I'm not sure if it's actual well, no, it is actual ray tracing because you can see the line there, which is very crisp and sharp. Like usually you would have a little blur sort of thing as for realistic light, but maybe that's light from the sign or something that's much brighter than sunlight that would be filtering down.
Also,
Um,
sometimes they add Christmas to make things a little bit off to put
mm.
you into a little bit into uncanny valley.
Oh yes. Is this really Relium?
Yeah.
Also outside the holographic wobbly um, sign, very very
Yeah.
cyberpunk. I approve of the little details in this room.
Yeah. The the the, the swirling globes and such too.
It was time to check if there were any new jobs.
It's like
Left,
Baldur's
yeah.
Gate movement methods.
Left click to move. Use tab key to adjust movement speed. Click on interaction icon to interact with object or person in your environment. Some icons are always visible, others will only appear in certain circumstances, e.g. when you move very close.
I remember that from the demo.
Okay, we have a codex.
That is a QR code.
That is a QR code. Want to know more about the Gamedec verse? Interested in news updates and gossip? Visit GamedecVerse.com.
Interesting.
Gamedex. Galahad on Gamedex. Cal, one more stupid question. Shoot. What do you think about Gamedex? I think it's a fun but completely unneeded profession. A blown up nothing. Redundant. Oh, Frank, I disagree. Being a game deck is a sensible profession. But when something bad happens inside a game, it's easy to just pop up the hood, take a look inside, and see what's wrong. Such problems can be handled by programmers, analysts, not game. And that's where you're wrong, Frank. Just like my mum when she added cocaine to the cake instead of baking powder.
What?
She did that? Yeah, in real life too. What a woman. But let's cut to the chase. Games are complicated, right? Right. And watching over them, right?
AIs
So
are.
AIs are watching over them, right? Right. The number of Chi-Tong characters composing them is so great that no one person could ever know the whole program of even the simplest game, right? I'm not sure about that one. Frank, in a brain, in my brain, there's 100 billion neurons. In yours, there's half of that. And
Oh, God.
every neuron has 10,000 junctions on average, synapses. And multiply 100 million by 10,000, you will get 115 zeros. It's called a quadrillion. So, your helmet controls a quadrillion synapses. Now take a game like Crying Guns, where there are 50,000 players on a single server. 50 times a quadrillion gives you 50 trillion variables per second, and that's just controlling the brains of the people playing the game. When you add their stimulation, neuronal response control, creation of the world with the whole sensory report, i.e. pictures, sound, smells, flavors, temperatures, you're going to get a factor multiplying all that by another million. Around 50 septillion variables per split second.
Oh, God.
That's a lot. You're fucking right, that's a lot, Frank. We're talking about one server in the living organism of a game adapting to the situation on the battlefield in simple sensory world based on battles and clans. Can you imagine the array of this world? No. So now imagine that someone throws a cheat in there. Find it. Impossible! Order an AI to find it when the person who implemented it made it so that an AI can't define it. That's possible. It's easier than you think. Now, how do you find that cheat? I don't, exactly. You won't find it by browsing the code, but a game deck will. How? Game decks usually don't know about programming, at least not on an expert level. Game decks don't browse the code, they look for the people who implemented the cheat and nicely ask them to remove it. Oh. Game decks handle people, not code. They observe, draw conclusions, deduce, and analyze. They need three things: to know about games, know about people, and to have a high IQ. They examine the problem like birds flying over a labyrinth. You're stuck in that labyrinth, running in circles, so you outsource. You call a game deck. They come, they look around, they analyze, and
What does Frank say?
find the problem. Bingo! And then they say the famous game deck catphrase, detection ends case. Galahad on Games. Hosts, Cal Galahad and Frank Wellington.
Okay. There's apparently 4 more files on this.
Oh yes, but they're locked, so I
Right,
don't
we'll have
read
to
them.
unlock. We'll have to unlock them somewhere in the game. Gossip and dark web.
Yeah. I just clicked on gossip and
That's what we
nothing.
got.
That's what we got. Yeah.
What is dark web, or is it grayed out and we can't do
It's
it?
grayed out and I can't click it.
Okay, cool. So I guess this is the only. Well, there's technologies and organizations.
Oh no.
Um,
Hello, welcome to the reading. Welcome to the Gamedec reading actual play.
yeah. This is sort of like,
Oh.
hello, I've started a Hairbane Screams game. We're gonna have lots of reading.
Yeah, no, this is hello everyone. Welcome to part of our series on reading simulators. Usually they hide these in books.
Oh,
Devitalization. Devitalization is a process generated by a player's helmet. It is responsible for activating a game pill. It is similar to the new natural processes of falling asleep generated by the pons. It entails disconnecting the brain's motor and sensory centers from the rest of the real body. Thanks to this, a player can move the limbs of his or her character in virtualia and receive digital sensory stimuli, and at the same time lie still on the couch and feel no real stimuli. Sorry, still on a couch.
yeah.
Okay, so we're being taught terms. The only muscles that are not devitalized are the oculomotor muscles. The same exact exception occurs during sleep. This phenomenon can be observed in the REM, Rapid Eye Movement Sleep Phase. Multisensory Encyclopedia, edition
33.
33. Thank you.
It is time for another video, so we can go to the next. We can continue the reading simulation in the next video.
See you soon.